something to appease these people who are also my friends. Contacts.
Contacts.
This is Michael Trotter. Michael Crate.
We're appeasing gods right now.
Yes. Michael is a god. It's very important. I need to also start up Audacity. It is all I have, and it's all I love. That's not true. I love strawberries. I really do love strawberries. That's all I got.
I think they have to be just right.
Oh.
There are people that will eat strawberries just right out of the box. Like, oh, just every single one is fine. Some of them are too tough.
Or too tart.
Yeah.
Or too tart and tough. And you're like, what the fuck? And then you get the ones that are just smushed. Like, I've had it so rough in this box, you have no idea. Kill me. Kill me now.
Do you remember that? Have you seen that Family Guy clip with Peter the Strawberry?
No.
And he's got a worm neighbor. It's like, just another day in the life of Peter the Strawberry. And he sees this worm just crawling over him. Oh, hello, Mr. Worm. And then it just starts, like, chewing into his bottom and crawling up into him. And then the next scene, he's in the shower, just, like, turning back and forth. He was my neighbor. Now I'll never get to be in a fancy pie.
Oh, man.
I love Family Guy.
It is good stuff.
As much as people give it shit and hate it, it's one of those few shows that knows what it is and just runs with that.
Yeah. I was a little disappointed by A Million Ways to Die in the West.
That's what I've heard. A lot of people say that if you watch the trailers, that's pretty much the bulk of it and the best part.
Yeah, it kind of was. Most of the other jokes were like, I think if I hadn't seen the trailers, I would have just had a great time.
How very disappointing.
I know. I can hear my keyboard.
That's gonna.
I wonder. I wonder. Like, oh man.
We'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
Yeah.
I think
because
I think for now there's not much we can do. It's a learn in progress, people. Work in progress. Not both work.
There's a bunch of words and some stuff that also goes into it. Crack cocaine. I learned how to make crack cocaine over the weekend by watching some show. I don't know. I'm kind of
the Boondocks.
It wasn't the Boondocks, which would have been great. It was like a real show where they're interviewing actual drug dealers in Seattle. Because apparently Seattle's like this new safe haven for all drug dealers, and there's no one there to kind of own the streets and be like, this is my block, so click, get the fuck out.
Well, that's nice.
Except now, a whole bunch of people are like, hey, there's no one owning these blocks. Let's go up there. So all the Hondurans and the Mexican cartels and the Aryan Nation, they're just like, tra-la-la-la-la, gonna go so crack. And they're interviewing these people, like real fucking people that make crack. He's like, we're going to make a cookie. It's like he basically made crack. He's like, this is $2,000 of coke. A pretty good coke. And so he puts it into like one of those little measuring cups, like the clear ones with the red letters on them that you get out of Walmart. It's just like puts that in there, puts some baking soda in there. Like he measures it on a little food scale, so that's cool. And then he puts it in a microwave. And he's like, now it's just all about making the cookie. It's a real fucking cookie. It's like he scrapes it out with like a knife. and then starts like takes a like a razor blade to get the residue off the knife because he's like, that was like $30 right there. And he like scrapes out the inside, like, and the entire time the only thing he has on his face is like a bandana. And I'm trying to think, man, is this for real? Are they really showing us how to make crack on an educational like kind of channel? Because I don't. And then he's talking like they're talking to this apparently white Aryan Nation guy, which is good because if he was a black Aryan Nation guy, that would be kind of strange. I mean, at least he's in the right club, I guess.
We've all seen the Chappelle Show.
Yeah, it would have been hilarious. But he's like 6 foot something. They don't even blur out his face. He has nothing to cover his face, and he's just talking like, "Yeah, came up here. I saw that no streets were, being guarded by anybody, so I went up to everyone on the block and said, now you're gonna pay me $500 a week." And like one guy shot me, and he's like, the bullet's still in his arm. And he's like, yeah, see, so he pulled out a gun, and which kind of surprised me because apparently he thinks everyone on the block and in Seattle are just pussies who don't know how to run a drug empire. And he's just poking the bullet that's still in his arm. He's like, yeah, it's still in there. My first reaction when someone pulls up a gun close to me is to grab it. So I was like, that's mine too. You, sir, are smart. But when they're like 10 feet away, no. Then I start singing the Willy Wonka song. Come with me. And when they're confused out of their mind, I run. Run. You've been invited to join something. So yeah, that was interesting. I wish I'd watched more of it, but I was like, man, this can't be real. So that's what I did a while ago, while I was in whatever. Where was I? Austin. Yeah. Which, having gone to Seattle, I can kind of see it now. Like this huge, apparently like crack infested place, because they have really lacking laws against narcotics. and I was like, man, that was one interesting time I went to Seattle. Like this one time where I basically hung out with this homeless guy for a while, him and his wife.
Oh, wow.
He was like, yeah, I'm a heroin. Well, I used to do heroin. I don't do heroin anymore. Now it's just crack. I'm like, all right.
That's so much better.
Yeah, that's fine. He was like, but my wife, man, she does heroin. Like, you want to meet her? She's like, yeah, sure. So we're all drinking beers by my car.
Oh my god.
Sharing cigarettes. Because I'm waiting for one of my coworkers to like come over and we were gonna have dinner. And he was probably really surprised when he met those people. But we were just talking. I don't
These
know.
people, Mr. and Mrs. Homeless.
Mr. and Mrs. Homeless. And I just thought, like, there was one dude comes over and he just starts talking with him. And he's like, dude, you want some weed? I'm like, nah, you sound fine.
What about you?
I don't know.
Where's
How do
the red
I
button?
say?
Red button's facing you, right?
Oh. How about now?
Now it's facing you.
Yes.
That's
Now
much better.
Oh. We have to start this entire story over again. That's very unfortunate.
I think everyone will understand. Until I can figure out how to successfully edit videos and splice in music, this is what happens in between long pauses.
This is going to be our opening. So yeah, I was well. The guy comes up to me and he's like, "You want smoke? You want some pot?" No, it kind of doesn't really do anything for me. Like it mostly just makes me paranoid, and I have a bad time. And he starts saying like, "No, you want this kind of pot. This kind of pot doesn't make you paranoid." I'm like, what is it? It says sesame million. I'm like, okay. He goes, I still don't want it. I have a job, and I'm actually meeting someone for dinner shortly, who I work with, who is probably going to lambaste me on my decisions of the night. But he like takes his bag of weed and shoves it in my face so I can smell it. And I'm like, man, at least it's not a knife. So I smell it, and no, I'm good. And there are cops right down the street. And he goes and talks to them. They don't even, they're just like, fuck it. Fuck it. Fuck those people. So, Seattle is apparently the place you want to be right now to get some drugs, but not shortly, soon. There's a very short window of drug paradise you can drop into.
I think I'm gonna stay away from it.
It's much closer to you, Godfrey.
I know.
Actually, you're in the seedy underbelly of Utah that no one knows about.
I know, it's nice and safe. As opposed to everywhere out west. Way out north. That's so funny. Back in California, it's back to the east and to the south where it's nasty. Oh no, I guess they all meet in the middle. If we were to like, maybe everyone's sense of direction is all fucked up, and when they come from the east and the south, they're like, this doesn't feel right. So they head north and west.
Oh, to stake out new claims.
Exactly.
Seattle, yeah. Apparently the Mexican cartels control 70% of all drug-related stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's like time to work for the Mexican cartels.
Poor Mexico.
I know, they've had a rough. Like, oh, look at that place. And fuck this place. 3 fucking cartels, 3 of them.
Oh my god. That's just that's
one
upsetting.
Of them is run by the military, Godfrey.
I know.
Well, ex-military. Like, that sucks. That sucks more than anything. We have... Oh, well. That's me. I've talked about enough about drug-related Seattle. You can talk about drug-related things. Actually, I would love to talk about the seedy underbelly of Utah. Because I've never, like, even here in Houston, where there are, what, 4 million people, I think? There's not, like, a huge rave group. It just seems so much easier in Utah. Like, hey, there's a rave this weekend. Isn't there one every weekend?
Yeah, it's weird. There's one, like, every freaking weekend here. Oddly enough, and I overheard this, too. Someone's like, if you live in Utah, it's like, unless you're Mormon or you like the outdoors, there's really nothing to do. At which point I forgot. It wasn't until just now I'm like, no, there's always raves. There are always raves. Which is weird. This is the weirdest state to try and get away with that.
I know.
It just blows my mind.
They're like, who would really like bright flashing lights and lots of touchy-feely drugs? Mormons.
They would love that.
Well, and they do.
I feel so close to Jesus right now.
Yes, that is the name of all my genitals. Every single one.
Yeah, Utah. Seriously, like anyone out there, you look up. Do they post them on SmithTix? I don't remember.
I don't know.
Just look up Utah raves.
Yeah,
there are so freaking many. There's one for like every holiday.
Oh man, I swear there was one every weekend that you could go to, and they weren't like bad. I went to a rave here in Houston. I was like, it's time to go to a rave again. And I was the only person there. It's like, this fucking sucks.
Your glow stick buddy didn't follow you?
I was like, where are all the white bitches?
Are those glow sticks?
Yeah. Whoa. And then he's like, oh. He goes really, really slow into hyperspeed. And back into really, really slow because his brain has to catch up with what his body just did.
I wish I would have been there.
It was great. Good times. I do miss everything I ever bought from a rave because it was pretty expensive for a lot of lights. Oh man, those styrofoam glowing sticks, man, those were awesome.
Your roommate tried to eat them once.
My roommate tried to do a lot of things. He also hung a blow-up sex doll,
LaFonda.
Lavonda, with handcuffs above my bed. And there she stayed until we moved out.
I brought her down once.
I think he put him back up.
Well, he had to dry hump her on the couch.
Oh, no, wait.
She likes it this way.
And so I'm going to show you how to do it. And your dick, not gay. Your dick is gay. My dick, super not gay. It's phenomenal.
Oh, man.
He's a father now.
I know. Good
He's
father.
probably a wonderful father. I shouldn't give him a hard time about that.
Oh, no, he's calmed down. From what I've seen, he separates his social life from his family life. Very dedicated father and husband, basically. I don't think he's married, but may as well be.
Who needs a ring, bitch?
Very, very dedicated family man. Is the best way to put it.
Yeah, he always seemed like he'd be a good
Yeah,
guy.
yeah.
Just crazy party person.
Yeah, so imagine that tone shift, everyone.
Imagine your bro roommates one day becoming parents and being really damn good at it.
It's a little weird, huh?
Everything I thought was true is a lie. All the people in Revenge of the Nerds who are the bad guys become good guys. Damn it.
This is Game Babblers, by the way.
Yeah, Game Babblers. So far, we have talked about drugs in Seattle,
Raves.
raves, Seedy Underbelly of Utah. I think I want to get that tattooed. Just kind of
And bros.
And bros. And bros becoming fathers. There
Yeah.
should be like a YOLO thing for that. I swear to God. That would be the only one I like too. That's if that. I don't know. You sound fine to me.
Damn it, Blake, it's not me.
Oh. I don't know where my pop is.
I don't think you need your pop. I think you just need to keep it close to you. Because your room is very echoey.
Oh. How about now, Godfrey?
I think it just came a little.
Yes. This is not my pop filter. This is my sexy time filter.
It makes
I don't
it so
know.
I don't feel as molested when Blake talks to me.
It's more aroused than molested.
I'd probably
There's that.
keep the mic at the edge of your desk.
Like right here.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
closer the better.
Point it towards me. Yeah. No.
Yeah, yep.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
There
That's
we go.
it. Okay. Super sexy. So as I was saying, you have to draw that fine line between molestation and sexual arousal. What I do every night.
Yeah, maybe we should let everyone know exactly what's going on before they become frightened and confused.
No, that's the opening.
Oh, man.
Fine line. Do 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 do. Ah, you're not a friend. Oh God.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I guess you guys will find that because we did try and a couple of times to come up with general topics and whatnot to focus on, and we're like, well, let's try a top 5. Aside from our number 1 pick, we found it was really hard to actually put them in a legitimate order. I really had to like scrape and try. And then I got to thinking, you know,
Because we love
I'm
so
probably
much.
just gonna switch these out. We just realized we like fucking gushing over this stuff a lot more than actually trying to put anything in a legitimate order.
I do so much.
And then that was going to be the name of our channel, but no. Someone else took that idea.
Somebody fucking took it. I'm gonna find you.
We thought we were original.
You have an IP address somewhere. I'm gonna find you.
We thought we were great. Then we tried to take Game Babble. Someone took that. So we just went with Game Babblers. So that's the official name of the channel. So we'll just we'll switch back and forth.
Yeah. We could go biblical, like.
Well, that's what I did because if my brain stopped working.
This game Bible.
Yeah, there's Game. Did you mean Game Bible? No, but that's kind of the same thing. We should have left. It could have been Game Babble. You know what? That can be the name of our website. That can be the Tower of Game Babble. It's a literal tower of consoles and all those old ET cartridges that were buried in New Mexico.
1 second, sorry.
Sorry, internet.
Dude. Godfrey and I are doing podcasty.
Woo!
Thanks.
Oh yeah, that's Blake.
Hello. I went to Utah and climbed a tree. Got lost on a mountain.
Yep.
Really? Why that picture, Godfrey? Of all the pictures you're gonna show someone, like, hey, here's. Oh,
Our
God.
friend is missing.
Our friend is missing. We don't know where he is. Is he high? I don't think so. Well, from that picture, he looks pretty high. It's like,
Well, technically, he's high.
he's pretty dehydrated at the moment, actually. He's probably asleep.
How'd your dad take it?
He was. I don't think he's forgiven me. He's like, yeah, I was about to fly up there. Comb that home goddamn mountain.
But anyway, we decided we like talking about games.
Yeah.
Or occasionally and usually just anything else that comes to mind. I think we just like entertainment.
Yeah.
Geeky entertainment. I don't know. Like, I freaking love video games. I freaking adore them. It is why I went into computer science.
Yeah, it is. I think a lot of people actually.
The difference is a lot of people shift and say, you know what, this other stuff is pretty interesting. I'm going to do this. I'm like, yeah, that other stuff is pretty interesting, but I'm just not that interested.
I was more like, man, I really want a job. So I better do this other stuff.
I think that's step 1. I'm going to do this other stuff that's kind of interesting for a little while. Until I move on to greener pastures.
I'm kind of scared I'll never move on now. Because my current lead, he's like, yeah, that's the same reason I got in. And in 15 years, not one person I've met has made a game. Like, made a game. I'm like, gotta fucking make a game.
That's because people start liking money. They get somewhere comfortable and they're like, I make pretty good money. I may not necessarily love what I do, but I do love my yacht.
I don't even know how I bought this yacht.
It's a weird line. But yeah, I guess it is mostly nerdy entertainment.
Yeah.
Video games, movies, comics, anime, Saturday morning cartoons.
Which reminds me, I haven't watched Saturday morning cartoons in so long.
There's just nothing worth it anymore.
I know.
Like,
I saw
like actual Saturday morning cartoons. Like when
Jackie
you wake
Chan
up.
Adventures.
Yeah. I love Jackie Chan Adventures.
That was a shit.
Especially Uncle.
Oh god.
Jackie!
Oh god. Uncle cannot understand you. Your accent is too bad.
You mo gui 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 we tao. You mo gui 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 we tao.
I think it was Phi meets Ao.
I don't know Chinese, Blake.
Phi meets Ao. Neither do I, Godfrey.
I just remember he had a pufferfish.
Yeah.
That thing was badass.
One of my friends speaks Mandarin. So, how Chinese works is like they go by the tone of what you say. Like, you can say the same word but in a different tone and it means something different. So, like, I can say hello in like a question or hello or hi. And they'll be like, what is wrong with you? But he's like, say feng shui. I was like, feng shui. Ha ha! It means wind and water. But the way you say it is like, hi, can I have some apples? It's like, you suck. Well, you know what? The way you speak sounds sucky too. In my language. Actually, you speak perfectly well-formed English, but it's still English.
How
So,
dare
yeah.
you be different?
How dare you? Okay. First video game question that I thought of was what franchise do you think should become an MMO? Or should have become an MMO? Or like maybe it should have never become an MMO because it would have failed at some point and you just like, no, there's no way that would have made it. But you kind of just want to see what it would have been like anyways because you're really interested in it. For me, I'll go first because I just spring the question on you. Like, go now, Godfrey.
Let me ask you the question. Let me answer it.
That's how damn good I am. I am the one that asks questions and then answers them. Unless you have something that you can go with.
Off the top of my head, so far I'm gonna need a minute to think on it, but they did try Mega Man Online.
Oh, serious?
Yeah, a while ago, and it was it was supposed to sort of be an MMO, but still like a side scroller. And from what little videos I saw, it looked interesting, but that's been, I think the servers have been shut down since. You should look up some videos.
I think I might remember that, actually.
Yeah, and they had like 2 super duper awesome, cool, like animated intros or something for them.
That would have been sweet.
It was the prettiest thing ever.
So it would have been like Maple Story,
I think.
but not as cutesy and with more charged particle beams.
More robots.
I would have loved like a Mega Man X kind of MMO world where you're like a Maverick Hunter. Would have been fucking bitchin'.
Yeah, but you know, Mega Man.
Okay.
Capcom. We don't even know what Mega Man is.
You know, we put all these other Mega Men in all the other games. Fuck Mega Man X. Nobody
It's
wants to see him.
like the new Smash Brothers, Mega Man's Final Smash. To me, it's just like, here's one big fuck you. Here's all the Mega Man's.
The Mega Man? Shut up.
It's Mega Man's. All the Mega Man's. No, but it's just like, that's the most we're gonna see. It's just not gonna happen anymore. Now we just have to wait for Mighty Number 9.
Yeah, I'm excited. I really am.
Yeah, it looks good. From what little has been released and the fact that Inafune's heading it.
Yeah.
So that should be interesting.
I went onto Amazon and bought the Mega Man X collection after our last talk because I was like, man, I'm gonna play me some Mega Man X because those were definitely good times. But it didn't come, Godfrey. It didn't fucking come. I'm even a Prime member and it didn't come. Which
It was eligible for Prime, right?
yeah. Your orders. Let's see where it is.
When did you order it?
Last week. Like Monday or something. Track package. Says it's been delivered, but it lies to me. What are you doing? Where? Oh.
Keep talking.
Everything I love is gone.
Keep talking.
Mega Man X. I guess I'm all alone. But some of you don't know that I'm all alone.
I had to turn off some lights.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, that happened.
Gotta turn out these lights. It's a positive solution to reduce air pollution, Godfrey. That's from. I think it was a Texas thing. Which is alright. Grew up with it from a kid.
Well, we have inversion here.
I don't know what that means.
That means we have so many mountains surrounding us that all the nasty crap and shit gets stuck in the air and gets brought down to us.
He said, look frickin' beautiful during the sunset.
It does, but it's like, oh, we're dying.
I didn't know the sky could be green. Especially neon green. Is that a natural color? Yes.
Anyways,
now.
Sounds like you had an idea for
Yeah.
an MMO.
An MMO that I always thought would be really kind of cool would be Mortal Kombat. I always thought, man, what if they made a Mortal Kombat MMO? Wouldn't that be so cool? And that's just so I could reiterate the same words that I said 1 minute ago, but in a different order. Like they had like Earth Realm, the Nether Realm, Outworld, Edenia, the Chaos Realm, Order Realm.
It could work if they did it in the same fashion as did you ever play Shaolin Monks?
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Like, what if they had a Shaolin Monks kind of version of an MMO? And it was because they have
That is a rich lore.
Yeah, Mortal Kombat has the only fighting game next to Blaze Blue, but it's like 20 years older than Blaze Blue, so shut up. It's the only one that actually has a decent lore, and I was like, you could fight the Dragon King, and you could have everyone from Mortal Kombat Sub-Zero Mythologies, which was a terribly difficult game.
It was kind of a terrible game, period.
Yeah, but it was cool. Like, to look into that. I thought, I was like...
See though? Everyone else thought that Sub-Zero was the coolest, because he is.
Yeah, screw Scorpion. How did Scorpion become the best?
I don't know. Sub-Zero can freeze things. How is that not cooler?
That was the only reason I played Mortal Kombat was Sub-Zero.
I even remember an episode of Malcolm in the Middle where they acknowledge that. It's like, I just beat Mortal Kombat. No way. Nobody can get past Sub-Zero. Damn straight.
I always lost to Goro. Like that guy.
There are few games here and there now that I can say, the game is cheating. No. The game was cheating. Even in the new... It's almost a tongue-in-cheek, because in the new Mortal Kombat, they program the bosses to be just that way, too.
Really? In the endgame? And in Mortal Kombat 9?
Yeah.
I bought it, and I've never played it yet, which is kind of upsetting.
Oh my god, it's so good. It's on Steam!
That's where I bought it. I'm like, man, can't wait to play this. 7 months later, damn, haven't played this yet.
It made things right.
Yeah, I saw.
Like, especially after 4.
4 was setting. I was like, wow, they're still going with this weird setup. I don't know. I thought Deadly Alliance and Deception.
Yeah, but
yeah.
after a while, I feel like they just were trying to push him out just to push him out at one point. Yeah.
I'm kind of pissed off on the retcon they did with 9.
Yeah and no, but because here's the thing, and I'm gonna tell everyone now, if the game is older than 2 years or so, you should expect, just expect spoilers. Yeah. Unless I tell you we tell you we're not gonna spoil anything. But Yeah, by the end
Godfrey and
of
I don't care about your stupid little problems. Well, Godfrey might, but
Blake doesn't.
nope.
But
I have a hole where the part of me that should care is not.
But
Yeah,
here's the thing, because they basically took for 9, they took Mortal Kombat 1 to 3 and remixed the story. But by the end of 9, pretty much everyone's dead.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Isn't it like Johnny Cage?
Johnny Cage, Sonya Blade, Raiden,
and
and Quan Chi still chilling in the background. I mean, Scorpion doesn't really die.
yeah.
I can't really say the same. Noob Saibot, probably?
He came back as new. I don't think he died, though.
And there's probably... I mean, it's already confirmed that there's another Sub-Zero. Even though the current one... both of them died. in 9. Actually.
It was cool to see a Sub-Zero robot. I like that.
That was kind of neat. But, yeah, the whole remixing of the story was... It's a love and hate, because it's like, well, they killed off a lot of characters. But so far from the previews for 10, they've had a couple of new characters that they've shown off that actually look pretty interesting, and they seem to flow in the same vein as Mortal Kombat.
Yeah. And it looked a lot smoother compared to all the other previous ones.
That's actually one thing that they were boasting about.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they wanted to fix the animation. There's
It
something
only
choppy about
took
the other
you
one.
10 games to finally fix that. Not like Soul Calibur has gotten this right since the beginning. And Tekken's had it right since, what, 3? Dear God. It's taking you guys 15 goddamn years to get non-puppet-like characters. It's like, and now we do a punch! And a punch! And also, who does this during a fight? What the hell? How is this a stance? Like, I'm gonna have this one arm down here.
I'm gonna punch you! I think everyone, until we figure out video, I think everyone knows exactly what we're talking about.
You have your lead arm down at your side and your, I don't know, not lead arm right next to your cheek. And a chicken wing. It's like, you're never gonna hit me straight in the face. Never. And if you do, I'm gonna punch you. I swear I'm gonna punch you. Maybe that's like a very secret ninja technique that we just never learned in our lives.
We're just bashing on it, and for all we know, it probably just ends the world.
Oh yeah, I do still love that game though, but I can see the flaws because they've made 9 of them, and they all have the same flaws. It's not like, hey, could we address the whole animation issue with this release? No, no, we can't.
Maybe that's
Jim.
just it. Maybe they were tackling one issue at a time throughout the years. They're like,
What?
it's gonna be perfect eventually.
What fucking issue do you tackle after 9 generations of game?
Well, the first one's the violence, next one's the roster, and then exactly which consoles you want to port it to, and then secret moves, and then should we have animalities or not animalities? Gotta experiment with that, find out what people like.
That conversation actually took 2 years. Jim wants to remove animalities? Fucking Jim! Boone is gonna kill him. He's gonna fucking kill him.
Well, and then they tried the whole harakiri thing, and that was stupid. It's like, why would you give me an option to kill myself?
And in Armageddon, they removed fatalities. I mean, they had like a kind of fatality, but they were just like, no, don't have time for it. You know that whole thing that we've had since the first game?
You know, the practically the staple of the series.
we had 2 words. Actually, we had like 4 phrases in this entire game. Whoopsie! Finish him! And fatality. Also, flawless victory. That's it. And in the 8th game, we removed one of them. So, I always thought it would be a great MMO, but that was going to be great.
That would be pretty great.
I mean, because, so you have like 6 realms, and you could choose, I always thought you could choose what realm you go to, and then you could have a sub-level of what clan you want to join based on what realm you're in. Like, if you went to Earth Realm, you could join the military forces that Sonya Blade and Jax are a part of, or the Lin Kuei, or the Shaolin monks. And if you went to Adenia, you could be like an 80s pop rock star, like Queen Sindel, or you can train in fans. And that's all you get. You can either scream at people or fans. And then the rest of I don't know what you do with the rest of the
It's a work in progress.
Yeah, I'll make this up when they pay me. But man, I thought, what a great lore. And it's also, I don't know. It probably would have been terrible though.
I don't know. I can see it working. It'd be an interesting. Like I said, if it were in the same vein as Shaolin monks,
yeah,
a similar style, I think that would work. I think for me, and it's something I think a lot of people have been. If they haven't been vocal about it, they've been secretly wishing for it. I really wish that Nintendo would go and make a Pokemon MMO.
I know.
That it just seems ripe for the picking. That it is all there.
I thought about that for so long. But then I think, I don't think that would work. Because then they would have to extend, like, the time that you train your Pokemon from...
Well, think of it like an actual, like a real world full of Pokemon. Would have, depending on whatever server they throw you in, that's the region that you're traveling through. And maybe for a little while, you have some of the devs be like gym leaders and whatnot.
That would be cool.
Or what you could end up doing is, as you progress through it, and maybe some kind of special event where if they have, they could have some kind of monthly tournament, yearly tournament, something where a person becomes, these are all just ideas I'm throwing out, but maybe maybe an actual player heads to the gym or something, and it collects some type of ghost data to do that. Or just keep it, the devs, that way, you keep the same theme as freaking having specific types for gyms, rock gym, fighting gym. But I figured it would all be that same, like the same feeling as actually going out into the world and going on an actual Pokemon adventure. Because how sweet would that be to get to the Elite Four, and if you kick enough ass that it could
you
be
to join them.
Yeah, it could be you, or at the very least, your ghost data
Nice.
as the champion.
Yeah.
And then, like I said, have monthly, quarterly tournaments, yearly tournaments, or something for Grand Super Master Pokemon Champion of every region.
That would be badass. I would like it.
And quests are so easy too, because we've got so many evil teams out there.
Today you have to stop Team Rocket. Tomorrow Team Flare. We made a new one. We were running out of things. These are Team Rice. Yes. Isn't that racist? Shut up. Shut up, we're going with it.
An entire world full of Pokemon and steamed rice.
They want to put a bunch of Pokemon into a stew and then use that as their...
Needs more Diglett.
Yes. Diglett dig. Oh yeah, you do.
But no, that's kind of the idea I've always really wanted them to do. I'm telling you right now, they announced Pokemon, the MMO on Wii U, system seller.
Yeah. Oh look, all that bad press it's been getting lately, it's magically gone. People want that MMO.
That would be great.
It would. Screw
Honestly.
Destiny, I'm gonna raise 6 fucking Pokemon.
On a side note, I would really, really love a next-gen Monster Hunter. Like, just really, really pretty monsters and massive worlds. Just
Oh,
really
like a real-
pretty.
they have a Monster Hunter online in Japan. But
It's Japan.
I know they have everything I want and love. They had a Monster Rancher online. It didn't last for like more than 3 years, I think, but man, I would have played that shit.
Wasn't the same?
I don't know. I never got to play it. Like when I finally got the whole freemium thing hadn't taken over, I think. And then I don't know, just couldn't play it. I didn't play Godfrey. And it's one of my many regrets. That and sex.
That's
Every
weird.
time I've had sex. Oh, damn it. Monster Hunter would have been great. No. Oh. Yeah. But I got nothing. Godfrey. And now that Godfrey is back, I'm gonna pretend like I've been talking this entire time. Not feeling so alone.
Yeah, might need to wrap things up in a little bit. Yeah, girlfriend had surgery
Oh yeah.
days
what's
ago. I forgot what the procedure is called, but she's got a scar on her. Not a scar. They had an incision that they made like in her belly button.
Oh.
Yeah, so she's been recovering. Just so the rest of the world knows.
Everyone, my girlfriend is gonna have superpowers after this. She's gonna have the strength of 40 men.
That would frighten me.
40 men and 1 koala bear.
Dude, those koalas are vicious.
You're frightening little bastards. When can we see the podcasty things? I don't know. We'll have to figure that out. When are we gonna do this? I'm just gonna take everything we've done so far and put it in one 10-minute deal.
Well, this one will probably be the first one we put up there. Just a little over an hour. It's gonna be very rough, very very rough.
I
But
think we can cut it down.
yeah, we can cut it down. But
Put some sound effects.
we'll figure it out. We'll just we'll start getting the feel for this. And we'll start planning ahead more.
I really do have to start learning how to make plans. Follow through with them.
Yeah, we got to work on that. I promise we'll be more focused. It'll happen.
One day. I keep telling myself this. One day.
I just figured like, we really wanted to start doing this. So where most people are all set to go and they've already got their pretty logos and their pretty intros and outros and musics and videos and whatnot.
And plans.
And plans. I figured this was this might have been a good option too. Then we start getting used to it, gets the ball rolling on things, and then you all get to hear and see how much we sucked at the beginning.
Yeah.
And you'll appreciate us so much more.
It was really bad. It was really, really bad. One day we'll have video effects. And they'll be the best.
So much light.
Yeah. Have you tried out Transistor yet? Pretty good.
I haven't not
Yeah, it's actually you've been playing a lot of Deus Ex something.
so Deus Ex something. So I bought so many freaking games. The only one I've been playing is DMC. That's only because I think it was just like, and finger goes here. Looks like that's what I'm going to be playing.
Good job.
Oh my! I bought so many games. So many freaking games. I don't think I'm never gonna get to them.
Me neither.
But
I think I'm gonna play like an hour of each, and then like, there it goes.
And well, maybe what we'll start trying to figure out is something to play every week or so, and then actually gush about it. Instead of just telling you our idea is that you should not steal.
No, never steal.
God damn it!
I never did it. Godfrey never did it.
I'm calling you out, NetherRealm, Nintendo. Those are our ideas. We will sue you.
we will end your life,
No.
Miyamoto.
They probably have such an amazing legal team.
Yeah, screw it.
We wouldn't last a second in court. But no, we'll probably get more focused. We'll probably start figuring out things to play and actually babble about.
Yeah.
The way I see it, PS2 games are probably, I can find just about anything dirt cheap. We can play anything that we haven't played or need to replay there. Same with, I can get my hands on just about anything GameCube or Wii related. I can't do PS4 or Xbox One. I will tell you that right now, Internet. Unless it's on PC. Can't do PS4 or Xbox One.
Me neither.
I can do PS3.
Just that not appease you.
and Wii U.
How's the Wii U treating you?
I love my little Wii U. Very nice. I'm playing some Mario Kart.
I am. I just don't have like the same group of friends I had when I was growing up, and you'd all get together and play Mario Kart or Mario Party.
I haven't played a good Mario Party since Mario Party 3. And even that was stretching it. Mario Party 2 is where it was at.
I miss it. Quite a bit. Those were good times. I do like the battle arenas from Mario Kart, though. Excuse me. Those damn balloons.
I haven't played. I've only been doing the Grand Prix.
Yeah?
Yeah. So I haven't gotten a chance to do any of the battles, but I've read supposedly that. I think if I read correctly, you actually just race around a track.
No.
Yeah, they said that mode was kind of nerfed. We'll have to find out.
That was like the best mode. I don't know.
So
I think I would get a Wii U more than a PS4 or an Xbox One.
Because right now, I don't think there are that many exclusives that really call to me. Anything that people beat on their chest about for Xbox One, it's like, well, most of the time I'm just gonna get it. I can find it on PC.
Yeah.
Like everyone, it did look interesting to me, as goofy and dorky as it is. Was Plants vs Zombies Garden Warfare. I mean,
but I've never played a Plants vs Zombies game.
Oh well, this is just I guess it's like a third-person shooter, or mix between first, third.
Oh.
I don't know. I saw the trailers and previews a while ago, but it plays in that same manner, but just freaking goofy. But the thing is, everyone's like, "Oh, Xbox One exclusive for a few months," and then it just comes out on PC. I'm like, okay. Or Grand Theft Auto 5. I waited patiently, and my patience paid off. I was like, no, you can't have all the Grand Theft Autos on PC and then tell me 5 isn't coming to PC. It's like, it is coming to PC. I'm like, oh, well, yay. But yeah, that's
that Steam sale.
But that's the thing I'm seeing with this generation is that aside from Nintendo, Microsoft and Sony,
Yeah, okay.
they don't
Sorry.
have. No, you're good. They
Almost
don't have
spoke
very
match.
many exclusives that are just catching my eye. I don't see why I should invest $400 for 2 games.
Yeah, and that you can't get somewhere else. I can get all the PS4 and Xbox One games on my Steam account. So
Just about, yeah. Like I said, there's like a handful of exclusives that look interesting, but aside from that, when the ball gets rolling, and if we start making more money, then maybe we'll start buying some PS4s and Xboxes and Xbones.
Yeah. The only thing, like, I was almost tempted. Do I want to spend $400 on an Xbox One just so I can play Killer Instinct? I was.
Yeah.
I,
you see the dichotomy here?
that was the one. That was the one seller that was like I was really thinking of. That's a game from my childhood that I would love to play, and it's an Xbox One exclusive that probably won't come out on Steam.
Yeah. I'm feeling the same way about Metal Gear Solid 5. I'm like, I love it. I don't know if I want to spend that much for one game.
But on the Wii, you get all the Legend of Zelda games, and I'm gonna love Xenoblade when it comes out again. Xenoblade 2, and also Super Smash Bros. I'm looking forward to.
Yeah, so just so everyone knows, we can talk about every handheld. We can gush about every handheld game, except, and I don't think either of us own a Virtual Boy. or Game Gear.
I used to. Back in the day. It was so good. I can gush about Game Gears. There was that Surf Ninjas game. That thing was freaking sweet because you also had the movie where the kid played the Game Gear. He was like, I'm playing myself.
Well, I guess Blake can.
So meta. So meta back in the... Look up Surf Ninjas. That shit was awesome.
I hated that movie. Wasn't the kid from...
Probably, like...
Was the kid from Ninja Turtles 2 in it?
I don't know. I don't remember it that well.
I feel like he was.
I'm just like, man, 80s movies or early 90s. Very rose-colored glasses I do wear for all that stuff.
Well, the point I'm trying to make here is that neither of us have quote-unquote next-gen consoles.
Yes.
Just PCs and Nintendos, basically. So we'll either one gush and the other run his mouth, or just both go babble on and go bananas over the same game. Oh, did you love it? I loved it too.
Let us recount the reasons that we have loved this game. Let us recount them.
That's exactly how this is gonna go. So
butter all over my body while I recount the reasons.
yeah, that's what you guys have to look forward to, or to jeer us for. I don't know.
These guys just talk about games.
I wish they would stop sucking.
One day it'll happen.
It's a work in progress, guys. I work 1.5 jobs and go to school full time. This is very difficult. And Blake,
I live the promised life.
Blake's on the road all the time.
I had Wingstop today. Very subpar, but not terrible.
Eventually, we hope to make this into... This would be great if this just turned into a full-time job.
Who's the PewDiePie guy?
PewDiePie?
PewDiePie? Is that his
Yeah.
name? Apparently he makes like millions of dollars from that.
I know.
How is that possible?
I think he was one of the pioneers.
Yeah, That sucks. I mean, good for him and his hot girlfriend. I'm just like, want that money. Oh
Well,
well.
that's the thing too. I'd love it if this could turn into something that does make us really good income. Because then it's like, well, now I don't have to worry about a job. I can actually concentrate on school. And then we're making money. Well, now I can live and buy things. And then we can buy better equipment. And then we can make this better.
I would love that. To focus on things.
Just so everyone knows, we just cut out a huge, depressing bit.
It was supposed to be funny. But I couldn't do it. Couldn't pull it off.
It just could not happen.
Yeah. One day.
So,
One day we'll go back to it.
yeah, one day we'll. That right? So yeah, we'll start finding ways to focus on stuff. Point is, we'll try and figure out the topics and the games and the this and that. Because like I said, I can get just about anything for Wii or GameCube because I love the hell out of those things.
Yeah.
PS2 games are dirt cheap, and there's just so many Steam games.
But I wonder how much money I have left. But these 10 indie games are all $1 for one indie game. How could I not buy it?
That's exactly how that went. It's like, I've never played Fear. Never played Fear 2. Or Fear 3. Sure. Why'd I do it? Why? I'll never get to them. I mean, I got to Devil May Cry. Something.
How is it? Is it the new one?
Yeah.
The latest one? I
I
did
like
like
it.
the part where...
It needs, if they do a sequel, it could use a little bit of tweaking, with certain parts of it. But aside from that, I really enjoy it.
So, I mean, it was a lot more grounded. I just think in terms of story, he didn't go off into wild, crazy... I mean, he goes off into wild, craziness. Of like, I have 19 blades stuck in me and I'm eating pizza while shooting ping pong balls with my gun. I mean, pool balls with my gun.
Well, that's another thing, too, is that a lot of people whine and moan about the new characters versus the old ones, and I've come to terms in recent years with reboots and different takes on stories, where movie adaptations especially, they're like, oh, the book was so much better, as an example. You've got to take it with a grain of salt. You really do have to see it as, hey, it's the same type of universe in a sense, but different. I will always have my cocky, goofy, one-line spouting, get a bajillion blades stuck in me, get half eaten by monsters and laugh it off and brush the dirt off my shoulder, Dante.
This party's getting crazy!
We'll always have that. But it's nice to see a different approach to it. Like what they did with, even with Dante and Virgil are the big ones. Yeah, I love Devil May Cry 3 Virgil.
Yeah.
Because he's calm and cool and collected. New Virgil is on a very specific mission too, and there are parallels between both of them. But I like this one just as much too. I mean, there are people that, there's one scene in particular that people, I guess, raised hell about. I guess, spoilers, because I do care, because it is fairly recent. So, put on your earmuffs. But, whereas, you know, the original Virgil was obsessed with power, but very calm, honorable type person who basically wanted to embrace his demonic side. This one, again, also very calculating, but he does what he has to do to get the job done, what he sees as right. And there is one scene where Lilith is pregnant with Mundus's baby, and this is such a dick move. I forget I think they're exchanging Lilith for another one of their members, because they're part of a quote-unquote terrorist group. But they're exchanging her, and here's Virgil off in the distance, grabs his sniper rifle, shoots her in the stomach. He shoots her in the stomach, killing the baby, and then shoots her in the head. In case you're not getting this, he shoots her in the stomach and lets her live long enough to realize that her baby is dead and freak out about it before killing her.
Yeah, but that baby was creepy. It was the size of a bus, Godfrey.
Be that as it may.
There was a boss fight where it comes out of her and you have to fight it.
But, like, people freak out about that. It's like, no, Virgil's a dick, but he'd never be that kind of a dick. It's like, no, old Virgil would probably not do that. This Virgil does. Let's just accept that. And
I guess I take that.
Yeah, each character works in their own right. A lot of people, I think, have been wanting to... They've been clinging on to the old ones, and I'm not saying that one is better than the other. They're both just different flavors.
Well, the old Virgil never got the full, I don't know, intro into his character. Like,
he just always kind of was.
Yeah. In the first one, I didn't even know he was in the first one. He was the Dark Knight.
Yeah, he was Nilo Angelo.
And then I started reading, like, oh, that's why he had the amulet, and that's why he was his brother. What the fuck? And then I couldn't finish 2.
That's okay.
I don't think it was in 2.
There was a 2?
Yeah.
I just remember 1 and 3.
And then you get to 3, and they introduce him, and he's badass, and he has the katana, and he's so good. But then Nero comes along, and you're like, why does he have the fucking arm and the katana? And you never find out because they do the reboot.
Yeah, well, that's just hopefully something. I would love to see both universes explored more.
Yeah.
There are lots of rumors that seem to point to Nero being Virgil's kid.
Oh, really?
Yeah, which would make sense.
Yeah,
because I don't think Sparta was a whore. Just didn't seem like that kind of guy.
I will rebel against hell and also sleep with as many women as I want.
No, maybe I should.
And I want all of them.
And that's how humans were born.
Yeah. Oh, look at that. I did like the twist in the new one where they are half angel and half...
They're Nephilim.
Yeah, they're Nephilim. I thought that was kind of a cooler backstory than what they had.
Because, let's be honest. As far as the original series stories go, they're really nothing to write home about. They're there to get you from point A to point B. They are interesting, but they've never been something that's Hollywood blockbuster type. Coming soon to a theater near you.
I saw the Expendables. There was...
That's different.
Is there a story to this? Just fucking look at all of the action heroes of your children.
But I did like the story a little more for this reboot.
I think it was better written too.
Yeah, because another thing too was, that's something they played around with in 3. Virgil embracing his demonic side and Dante wanting to be more human, where in the new series they're basically not human at all, but they're learning, Dante specifically is learning to live, embrace these powers, not really being human, but trying to be.
Yeah. You're the new Buffy the Vampire Slayer. And this is our Scooby Gang.
I mean, it's got its flaws, but I really do think it has potential.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No doubt in that. I love that one scene between the two of them where they're like... I can't remember what they're arguing over, but Dante and Virgil get into a pissing contest of like, I'm stronger, but faster. I'm smarter. Faster. I'm better looking.
I've got a bigger dick. That was great.
Oh man, I cracked up.
It's like that's exactly how brothers would argue.
And just that he waits until the very end was perfect. Yeah.
I think that's
So-
another complaint that people had about it, is that they thought that they were trying to make the series itself and the characters cooler by throwing in, bad language and everyone having a potty mouth and whatnot.
Well, maybe not cooler, but more relatable, I would say. Like, do you really think cooler?
I think that was the complaint, though, is that that's what everyone thought the aim was.
Mhm.
That they made everyone foul mouthed and whatnot, and I'm like, no. It's like, this is exactly how I would talk, honestly, in this situation. Especially if I were such a hard ass and didn't give a shit.
Yeah. I didn't see.
I had no issue with it.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, I'd be saying the exact same stuff.
My dick is big. Yeah. Favorite part, whole game. Oh well. Okay, Godfrey. I'll let you get back to your woman.
Alright, so we'll wrap this up. This will be YouTubed by the time the rest of you see it on YouTube.
Yes.
Yeah, that makes sense.
When
yeah,
you see it, we'll be there.
This will be slightly edited with our slight learning of audio editing skills, and maybe there'll be a picture of I need a picture to keep in the background the entire time.
We should do programming woes. Should.
So many.
No, I think at a point we should talk about being a programmer.
Yeah. The way I see it is, I figure the main, kind of like I was telling you, like how IGN is known for video games, but they're always doing product reviews and movie reviews and comic reviews and TV reviews and whatnot. So they have different segments.
I love how they have things about, when I say love, I say this sarcastically, about like, let's review this Superman poster for 7 minutes. Like, wow, they are really stretching for content, it seems like.
Is it the rewind theaters?
Rewind theaters, yeah.
Sometimes it works.
You think, sometimes they have really nice things, but at the same time, I just can't watch it because I think, man, too much. I did like the one for DC Universe Online, like the first trailer for that when they went over, and he describes kind of the whole thought process. But I mean, they had like the director with them right then.
Yeah, and that's different. Another one I think recently that they did was the latest trailer for Ninja Turtles, mostly because there were a couple of things that they pointed out. Like, they slowed down, and it's like, is that a Rokusaki? Another thing they noticed too, it's like, who's this chick in the subway? And it's like, this might be Karai. I was like, I did not see her. But aside from that, yeah, I figure this is the main channel, everyone, where we mainly babble mostly about games, but there's probably going to be, it'll be in the title.
Yeah.
You'll see what we're rambling on about.
Once we figure everything out.
But you're going to get first episode, the nitty-gritty of it all. And you can please tell us how to improve.
Yeah. How does this work?
We just want to appeal to you.
I want your money. Godfrey wants to appeal to you. Dirty, sexy Godfrey.
That'd be nice too. I mean, like I said, I would love to turn this into something big and build up a website and make the money and then actually afford good equipment. And
I don't know, this Yeti mic.
well, aside from that, we're gonna get green screens.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I don't even know how to build those. What are those made of? Do we need a Green Lantern ring?
I would love a Green Lantern ring.
What shit? I would read manuals just so I could make things. Like, this is how it works. Screw a sword. I'm gonna make a laser. Even though I can shoot lasers.
But
It's
nah.
kind of impressive. I can shoot lasers, but I have to make swords. Okay.
Yeah, next week we'll come up with a very grounded, very solid topic.
Mm.
You guys are in for the world premiere, like, hour and a half intro split into 2 parts, where we don't really explain what we're doing until the very end. If you stuck around, please stick around.
Yes. We thank you so much. From the bottom of our cold, cold hearts.
Yeah, but like I said, if this could actually turn into a full-time job, and I'd have more time for this.
Mm-hmm.
We'd have so much more time for this.
I mean, yes. Yes.
You see, even the idea of having more time for this is making Blake hot in the pants.
I mean, agreed in a non-sexual way. Oh, yeah. I mean... Hey, bye-bye. Okay.
So I think that concludes episode 1, basically. We'll figure out how to end these 2.
Still in alpha or in beta yet? I don't...
It's more alpha.
Okay.
We're kind of in alpha right now.
Just like to know where I am.
But
Oh, this...
we'll get the ball rolling.
Sweet. Someone tried to add me. Her name is xbabyx.cumulate. Should I friend her, Godfrey?
This is
Him, her.
where is this?
This is on Skype. X
I don't see what could
X
go wrong.
Cumulate.
I don't
Maybe
see
it's
what could go wrong.
cumulate. Me neither. There is no picture.
What could
I've had
go
my
wrong?
heart broken so many times.
What could go wrong? Next week we'll find out if Blake was talking to a hooker.
Or someone from Indonesia. Bill. You got me again, Bill.
Alright,
You're
so
not.
before casting off like we've been pretending to do for the last 5 minutes,
Of course, Bill does have 3 daughters.
what's next week's topic? What
Talk about computer science, Godfrey.
we're talking about computer science next week.
Yeah, we can talk about maybe happy fun time class.
See, this is where the Babblers part comes in to our channel name.
I'm just kind of... So, do you think you're gonna do game programming?
Yeah.
Awesome. Like that's... I mean, I think Salt Lake City has a bunch of programming stuff. I know Austin does. You can come to Austin. It's nice. So filled with hipsters. So many.
I think I'm good. I could always work for
pro.
EA here. Sell my soul.
True that. They make good games, right? Yeah. Find Ubisoft. I want to work for those guys.
And which which branch?
All of them.
Just gonna jump all over the globe.
I'll learn to speak French. I don't care.
They should learn to speak American.
I wonder if Rayman speaks French. The Great Potem. Okay.
Probably does.
Yeah. Beyond Good and Evil. That game was great.
Yeah.
Child of Light.
Next week we bitch and moan about computer science, and we bitch and moan about why there's no freaking sequel to Beyond Good and Evil yet.
Yeah. We could do a whole thing about Ubisoft.
Cock teases.
Yeah. I think we should. We'll do computer science and Ubisoft. Because,
Compubisoft.
Compubisoft, yeah.
That's the title. Calling it right now.
Screw Game Babblers. Compubisoft is what we're gonna do. I really do think they're one of the best developers next to maybe Naughty Dog.
Probably.
Naughty Dog's just been kicking people in the balls for
I'll
the
have to wait and
past.
see what happens though, because after the whole fiasco with Watch Dogs,
Oh, what is wrong with Watch Dogs?
there's basically just a lot of settings that they turned off, and like it looked nothing like the E3 presentation. Yeah, find comparisons. A lot of the missions apparently are repeats. They don't have that big of a payoff. But the voice acting's supposed to be good.
Well, they do have that going for them. And that's how I choose most of my games. I found a great old game that I swear I bought at Walmart for like $5 back when I was in elementary school. And it was on Steam, on the Steam sale, and I was like, holy crap, it's this game. I never beat it. I got lost on the first level. I didn't know where to go. Excuse me. But now I'm smarter, and I got past that part, Godfrey. I got past it, and I'm going to beat this game.
I wish
That's right, dog.
I wish she wants to know what it is.
Septerra Core. It's oh man. Wait. Bring up Steam. I also bought Saints Row 4, which is hilarious.
There's no reason to ever get in a car in that game. I'm like, I'm the Flash.
It's ridiculously easy, even the beginning. I'm like, what? Okay, but Septerra Core. It's an RPG that I'm not sure how good it's going to be the more I get into it, but I'm pretty pumped because it's one of those games that has been on my mind for the past decade or so. I never beat that game. This game and Rayman.
Like the original Rayman?
The original Rayman.
Oh,
never
shit.
beat it. That game is freaking difficult.
It is, and I'm going to tell you, the ending is disappointing.
Probably. Most games will probably be disappointing, the ones that I played.
But the journey was great.
How do you dodge all these fucking notes, Godfrey? How do you do it?
I have no idea.
Oh, now I'm sliding. I wonder... Oh, why are fucking oboes able to shoot goddamn lightning bolts at me out of their eyes?
Yeah, Rayman Origins and Legends does that. Oh, it is a lot of platforming, but platforming done really well.
Oh yeah, it's so good. It's like, do you remember how this used to be? I also I beat Symphony of the Night, Castlevania Symphony of the Night.
Like, completely?
Nope, only the first castle, but I'm pretty happy with that.
No, you suck. You didn't really beat it then.
I was so happy.
You would be happier if you'd beaten the rest of it.
I'll go back and do it. I'm just gonna take a break.
You have to find your magic goggle thingies.
Yeah.
Yeah, the second half of that game is really where it's at. You're like, this is brilliant game design. Because the castle works when it's upside down.
Bastard. So intelligent. So beyond me. Oh, do you think that one was better than the ones on the DS and the Advance? I was always really happy with some of the later ones.
I Symphony of the Night, I pretty much introduced the whole concept of Metroidvania.
Yeah.
And so it always has that.
Beautiful explain, so. Okay.
Yeah,
I'm
so
gonna let you go.
sorry, Internet.
Yeah.
But next week,
You have to wait to hear Godfrey's sweet, sweet voice and me eating more chicken.
programming woes and whatever else we decide on.
Ubisoft.
If it stays Ubisoft,
No. Naughty Dog?
we'll figure it out.
Okay.
Programming
Mhm.
woes for sure, because I actually have I've got some programming homework to do, so I'll have plenty to talk about.
What the shit? And I'll have another meeting. Okay.
Alrighty, so y'all have that to look forward to.
Yeah. Tell Tristan I hope she gets better.
I will.
Godfrey's girlfriend, Tristan, who lives in Utah with Godfrey.
I'm Godfrey.
Yes. If I had your address, I would have said it, but I don't. But I do have your phone number. Okay, man. Later.
Alrighty. Take care, everyone, and goodbye again for like the 10th time.
Yeah.